The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Diego Castro, bringing you the biggest headlines from around the world. The death toll from a shipwreck off the coast of southern Italy has climbed to 63, including 14 children. Rescuers said the victims were migrants mostly from Afghanistan, Iran, Somalia, and Syria. Many of them were washed ashore while some of the bodies were recovered from the sea. At least 81 people reportedly survived, but they are still missing passengers. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni called for immediate actions among European Union institutions. Meloni wants the bloc to stop migrant boat trips so as to prevent more deaths. Over in Oklahoma, at least 12 people were injured by a string of tornadoes. Local authorities said none of the reported injuries were life-threatening. Some 13,000 homes and businesses were also left without power. 7 tornadoes touched down in Oklahoma and 2 more in Kansas overnight. The National Weather Service said the amount of tornadoes was unusual. Experts attributed the growing frequency to climate change. The U.S. Energy Department concludes that the COVID-19 pandemic that paralyzed the world most likely arose from a laboratory leak. That's according to a report by the Wall Street Journal. The Energy Department's conclusion is the result of the new intelligence provided by the White House and members of Congress. Initially undecided on how the virus emerged, the department now joins the FBI in believing that the virus likely spread via a mishap at a Chinese laboratory. U.S. officials, however, refused to give details on the fresh intelligence report that convinced the Energy Department to change its assessment on the origins of the virus. The first COVID-19 case in 2020 was initially reported to have originated at the seafood street market in China. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. China says it sought dialogue and peace for Ukraine despite U.S. warnings that Beijing might be considering weapons supplies for Russia. China said it sought to promote a political solution to the crisis with its 12-point plan calling for ceasefire and gradual de-escalation by both sides. This after China declared a no-limits alliance with Russia shortly before the invasion last year and refused to condemn Moscow's actions. Russia says the Chinese plan should be analyzed in detail and account for the interests of all sides. The Chinese proposals, however, failed to impress Ukraine's NATO military alliance supporters, who are trying to dissuade China from supplying lethal aid for Russia. The creator of the Dilbert comic strip continues to see his reach shrink on Monday, with dozens of newspapers and a major comic strip platform refusing to publish his work over his recent racist remarks. Dilbert creator Scott Adams faced backlash over the weekend when he defended remarks describing people who are black as members of, quote, a hate group from which white people should get away. Various media publishers across the U.S. denounced the comment as racist, hateful, and discriminatory, saying they would no longer provide a platform for Adams' work. Dilbert distributor Andrews Macmillan Universal also said it is severing ties to the cartoonist. By Monday morning, Dilbert was gone from the Go Comics site, which also features many top comic strips like Peanuts and Calvin and Hobbes. Dilbert is a long-running comic that pokes fun at office place culture. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once dominates the Screen Actors Guild Awards, cementing its status as the front-runner for the prestigious Best Picture prize at next month's Oscars. The dimension-hopping adventure won Best Film Cast at the ceremony. It also earned awards for lead female actor Michelle Yeoh and supporting actors Ke Huy Quan and Jamie Lee Curtis. Here are some of the highlights of the cast acceptance speeches.
This is just amazing.
And I just want you to know for real, all the actors out there who have gone through that, who are going through that, I know how you feel, but believe me, if you just stay in there and you put one foot in front of the other, you'll get to where you need to go.
I shared this with Michael Shannon, who I believe is one of our greatest working actors. And it was a dream collaboration from day one, and I wouldn't have gotten to day two without his support.
After seeing the work of my fellow nominees, I'm not even sure I should be standing up here. I'm sure I'll get over that.
I've worked my whole life. I've ridden the highs and tried to learn from the lows. And in all of these almost 60 years, there is not a day that I don't feel quietly thrilled to call myself an actor. Thank you.
The only winner in the award show's film acting categories that was not from Everything Everywhere All at Once was Brendan Fraser, who was named Best Actor for his performance in The Whale. In the TV categories, the award for Best Drama Ensemble was bagged by The White Lotus, while that for Comedy Ensemble was won by Abbott Elementary. Other notable awardees were Jennifer Coolidge, named Best Female Actor in a Drama Series, and Jason Bateman, named Best Male Actor in a Drama Series. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register an account now at signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Coming right up is Agenda at 8 a.m. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.